Delivering his 2021 to 22 budget today, Financial Secretary Paul Chan said the government plans to continue to issue at least $24 billion of silver bonds and $15 billion of I-bonds this year. He also proposed to raise the borrowing limit of the government bond program from $200 billion to $300 billion to allow sufficient room for bond issuances. The eligible age for subscribing silver bonds will be lowered from 65 to 60. To promote the development of green finance, Mr. Chan said green bonds totaling $175.5 billion will be issued within the next 5 years. Retail green bonds will also be rolled out, while a 3-year green and sustainable finance grant scheme will be implemented for eligible bond issuers and loan borrowers. Meanwhile, the Monetary Authority and the People's Bank of China have set up a working group to drive the initiative of southbound trading of Bond Connect, with the target of launching it within this year. In developing the real estate investment trust market, Mr. Chan said subsidies will be provided for qualifying trusts authorized and listed in Hong Kong in the coming 3 years. The subsidies will cover 75% of the expenses paid to local professional service providers, subject to a cap of $8 million per trust. A 2-year pilot scheme to attract enterprises issuing insurance-linked securities in Hong Kong is also in the pipeline, offering a grant of up to $12 million for each issuance. The government will also subsidize open-ended fund companies to set up in or be re-domiciled to Hong Kong in the coming 3 years. Such subsidies are subject to a cap of $1 million per company to cover 75% of the expenses paid to local professional service providers.